Hello, I'm calling from the Trib. I'd like to confirm a quote.
Getting around in 2 hours. I'm coming up on deadline.
How much money was involved? Was it over $1,000? Was it over $10,000?
Linda, you messed up on that story.
Which story, Lou?
The police shooting. Where's the fourth graph?
Just under the third graph.
Please, Linda, it's the crack of dawn. Where's the original fourth graph?
We dropped it, no room.
Why did you cut from the bottom of the story?
Because the fourth graph lifted right out.
That was our only quote. You made it look like we wrote the story from the office.
Sorry, Lou.
Rossi chased that police chief around all day to get that quote. He's going to be plenty sore when he finds out it's gone.
Go back to sleep, Lou. You've still got a couple of hours.
Right. Morning, Miss Pigeon.
Good morning, Mr. Grant. Hello, Julie.
I returned your call yesterday, but you'd already gone for the day.
Good.
Well, I didn't want you to think I was ducking your call.
Wish I could remember why I'd called. Hi, Lou.
Hi.
Oh, yes. The crank call memo.
Well, I haven't gotten a memo yet, but any way that we can be protected from the nuts who call the city room would be great.
That's not what the memo says. I asked you to be courteous to the nuts who call the city room.
Oh, Mrs. Pynchon, I just don't have time for that.
Everyone deserves an attentive ear when they call this paper.
In theory, that's terrific, but the reality is a dozen or more lunatics each day. They all got loose and they all got dimes.
The reality, Mr. Grant, is that my mechanic called you with a story idea about recycling used inner tubes for shower caps. You called him dumb.
You sure I use those words?
My engine's been knocking ever since.
I'll do my best.
I appreciate it.
Oh, Lou.
Beck, problems in composing?
Oh, nothing but problems. That's not what I came up for.
Oh?
Lou, you remember you told me that if ever I had a gangbuster story, I should come and see you?
Where do you go?
Read this.
Tomorrow's trip?
Yeah. Just makes me sick to see something like that in the paper I work for.
Hey, Lou, why didn't we send anyone out to the police shooting yesterday?
We did. Nightside dropped our only quote. You read Jack Tom's column before we run it, don't you, Charlie?
Somebody's got to do it.
Have you read tomorrow's? The item about Dan Familia?
No, maybe on my desk.
Southern California's favorite consumer maverick, currently running for national office, may regret having publicly proclaimed to his secretary, "I can't live without you." town refers to him subtly as the family man. Says that he's pro-environment and Catholic, says he's got a wife and 6 kids.
Family man, familiar. Cute. Town says he's been fooling around with the secretary?
Town says that he paid for his secretary's abortion.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, I don't believe it happened.
Really?
Are you going to check it out with Town?
Yeah, I'll talk to him.
Oh, I don't know. I don't go for this awards business.
Morning, guys.
Lou, Charlie, give us an opinion.
What?
The North American News Awards. The deadline's today. None of us has picked what we're going to enter.
I'm not so sure I want to enter.
What are you talking about?
Well, there's plenty of competition in my life already, and whenever I get into that me against them mindset, I'm not really sure that's so healthy.
Come on, entering is not like a real competition, a tennis match or something. Just send in your story. You wait to see who wins.
I don't want you to do anything you feel uneasy about. But if you won, you'd be winning for the trip, too.
Yeah?
Besides, you're worrying about winning's purely academic. You and I'd be competing in the same category.
Got a pen?
What are you going to enter, Sam?
Oh, I haven't got a clue.
You know what I like? That story you did on handicapped law students.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Why? That was good work. I mean, so straight, so unsentimental.
Yeah, but what made that story good had nothing to do with me. I'd feel funny looking for an award because I just reported on the determination of those students.
Oh.
Come up with some possibilities. I'll give you my reaction.
Thanks, Charlie.
No, he just walked in. He's talking to Charlie. Hang on, I'll get to him when I can.
Decent kid.
Yeah, I think maybe we should slide him over to county government for a few months, getting used to writing every day.
Sure. Just don't lose him there.
Well,
I guess we just got our wires crossed, that's all. I just got a call.
city desk. Mr. Jacobson, you got it. The Animal Dentistry Association. They're in town, huh? Oh,
You want me to
Well,
call you
I
back?
don't think I have a photographer to spare to follow you guys around Disneyland.
No, I've tried to push for them.
Just because I write it off doesn't mean it has to be a business dinner. Where do you want to eat?
Jack, I don't have any stories for your column. No gossip, no leads, no goofy personalized license plates I've seen. Nothing. I'm sorry.
What size shoes are you?
Jack.
I got this grateful pal keeps sending me shoes.
No, you're right. If I can find one, I'll send you
No
over.
problem, all right.
Bye-bye.
Wait a minute. Lou, we got to talk.
Like those sneakers with the stripes?
Oh, Jack, please, no.
Excuse me, Billy. Morning, Jack. Got
Morning.
a minute? Yeah. What the? The item about Dan Familia.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Who fed it to you, Jack?
You mean, what kind of a tip did I get? A reliable source.
Who, Jack?
Lou, a lot of good men and women have sacrificed their careers to keep the First Amendment strong. Let's not you and me weaken.
You won't tell me.
I gave my word.
What was the name of the secretary, Jack? What physician performed the abortion? What hospital?
I don't know. Queen of something.
The Catholic hospital.
I don't know, maybe it was Mercy something. You know how I am on names. That's the wonderful thing about being a columnist. You don't have to clutter up your prose with a lot of details.
Did you hear that?
I saw the item, too. Something about it.
Thanks. How'd you like to check it out?
I'd love to.
Bossy, what are you doing today?
I just made a copy of my entry for the North American News Awards.
I was thinking more along the lines of work.
Well, I just started finishing my story, Inflation in the Small Businessman.
Let her wait. I want you at City Hall.
Why?
Because the beat guy's on vacation and the relief guy's too busy. Yesterday, the city auditor called the mayor's trip to Tokyo freeloading. And the mayor called the auditor a bloodless mole. They're both scheduled to address the city council today, and there's going to be fireworks. I don't see you getting on your jacket. Didn't I give you enough of a why?
I'm going. See? Let me try a story on you.
Yeah?
You know the nuclear waste from the Buena Vista plant?
Sure, they're shipping it out to the desert.
By train through most of San Bernardino County. A lot of the residents want to keep those freight cars out of their towns. They're planning to demonstrate. Why don't we send Rossi out there?
He's covering the mayor.
Well, I think we should send somebody. These people are pretty angry.
We just did a 5-part series on nuclear safety, 25,000 words.
It'll tie in.
Look, I know you think the nuclear industry is the biggest bad guy since Sidney Greenstreet. Under normal circumstances, I'd be happy to indulge you, but...
Don't indulge me. My feelings have nothing to do with this. I'm talking about something that could be a major news event.
City desk, Lou Grant. Can you speak up, honey? I can barely hear you. Well, you see, helping people spell is really not what we do here. Yeah, I have a dictionary. Okay, wait a minute.
Lou, we need to make a decision right away.
The decision was made 5 minutes ago. Knock it off, Bart, that's all. All right, what was that word? You mean stationary like writing paper or stationary standing still? Huh?
I overheard the two of you. Why doesn't Lou want to send Rossi to San Bernardino?
It's just one of those days. Lou's sort of...
Single-minded.
You're a kinder man than I am, Charlie.
He'll kick himself if that nuclear story blows.
You want me to take it up with him again?
No. I want you to sign someone.
Oh, Charlie,
He'll thank us for this, believe me.
Okay. Burroughs?
Burroughs is fine.
When's Lou's vacation?
Won't commit himself, keeps putting it off.
Uh-huh. And when's my vacation? I'm not kidding.
No, ma'am, I can assure you we're not all communists here. I bet you there can't be more than 3 or 4 communists in the city room right now.
Wayne?
Yeah.
I'll find you a photog. You're going after that freight train with the hot waste.
Right.
Read up on the way and let the photog drive.
If it's Levinson, I'm not letting him drive.
Fine. If it's Levinson, you drive and let him read the stuff to you.
Tell whoever to meet me in the garage.
Okay.
I have to tell Lou to put someone else on the slush story.
I'll handle Lou. You just go.
Make sure you handle him while I'm still out of town, will you?
You had something you wanted me to see?
Come in, come in. I didn't mean you to come all the way up for this. I have a meeting. Walk me to the boardroom.
Sure. Police Chiefs Association Convention.
They're asking for a speaker. Someone from editorial.
Police and press, now's the time to talk.
I think we should accommodate them.
I'd be happy to go.
You can't.
Why?
It's the weekend of the 5th. We have the publishers' meetings.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to suggest to Mr. Grant. He spilled a little like a cop, don't you think?
Yeah.
Well, would you let him know?
How about Ben Ryerson instead? We could put him in a gray suit.
I thought Mr. Grant was the perfect person.
Not right now.
Why?
Well, we've been awfully busy lately.
Oh, we were always busy?
Yeah, but it seems that he's been sort of jumpy. He's got a short fuse. I just don't think that he's the man to send on a fence-mending assignment.
Well, fine. Get Mr. Ryerson. Mr. Grant isn't well.
It's just overworked. You know, Lou, he can't delegate the job. Never has, he never will. Ryerson will be fine.
Good.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
This had better be important. I have a dozen members of the Fortune 500 in the boardroom fighting over 6 pecan rolls.
It is important. I wouldn't have interrupted the feature deadlines in an hour.
Oh, I told them I was going for butter. What is it?
I think Jacktown's column for tomorrow should be pulled.
I don't. Is that it?
Town's written an item about Dan Familia paying for his secretary's abortion. I wish you'd run it past the lawyers. I think it's libelous.
Thank you, Mr. Grant. I've read the column. Dan Familia's name does not even appear. How are things in the city room lately?
Fine, fine.
Not getting too hectic, I hope.
No. Mrs. Pynchon, I think Jacktown's story's a lie.
Oh.
If one of my people tried to slip an unsubstantiated item into the paper, you'd hit the roof.
You're spitting in the wind, Mr. Grant. Jacktown writes a gossip column, not news. It is the most popular feature in the Los Angeles Tribune. Circulation figures he's worth about 35,000 readers. Will you look in those cupboards, see if there's anything in there? You and I are both very much aware of how sensitive Jack is about interference.
There's sugar cubes, Rudy Toots, and pretzel nuzzles.
Well, bring the crackers. Both crackers. I've got half a jar of mint jelly here. I don't know what I'm so worried about. They'll eat anything.
Mrs. Pynchon, I'm not sure I've explained clearly the problem we've got.
The problem we've got is that I cannot afford to lose Jack Town. Now, I don't care if you can't admire him or share a drink with him, but I do expect you to keep out of his way. Jack Town's column is none of your damn business.
Lou, hi.
Hi.
Regina Kelly, I work on the Today side.
Oh, sure. You did the thing yesterday on foam rubber necklaces.
Surf jewelry, right. Not my proudest professional moment.
Listen, I remembered it. That's worth something.
I guess.
So, how do you like the trip?
Well, I've been here 2 years now.
Oh, right.
Everybody's been very good to me. It's just that Today's side is...
Listen, I think Irene Mata's doing a heck of a job with that section. Heck of a job.
Oh, sure. I just want you to know that I'm working like crazy to get over to Metro.
Well, good.
Boy, I'd really like to talk to you sometime about how I could improve, what skills I might need to make the crossover.
You should talk to Billy Newman. She did it.
I have. She has such great things to say about you, Lou. I just love it if we could talk sometime.
Well, this week is bad.
Yeah, I understand. Just keep me in mind. Lunch, dinner, you know, whenever you can talk.
Oh, I will, yeah.
Oh, give her a chance, Lou. You're breaking her heart.
I'm back.
I just got off the phone with Dan Familia.
And?
He admitted to paying for his secretary's operation.
Yeah? Town had it right.
Town had it wrong. Marjorie Kirkland didn't have an abortion. She had a cyst removed.
Can we be sure?
Dan Familia was really angry. He confirmed the quote about not being able to live without her, but said it was because she does her job so well. And he also said it was nobody's business what she'd gone through.
That's not enough.
Right. So I called again. This time I talked to Marjorie Kirkland. She gave me names of the hospital, the doctor. She even offered to show me the x-rays. Lou, she's 50 years old. Now have we got enough?
Put your notes together, will you?
Sure. For in-house?
Yeah. No. Write it as a story. Familia and staffer react to abortion rumor.
Okay.
I want you to work up something else, too.
Sure, this shouldn't take too long. What is it?
That's a little feature. National and Foreign are going to be loaded with gloom and doom for page 1. So, I want to be able to offer Charlie something light at the budget.
Like what?
The whistling grandma.
Uh-huh.
She claims to be able to do 92 different whistles. See if she'll talk to you today. I'll sell it at the budget as you're only as old as you feel.
Okay, that's what you get. You know, I was the one who got assigned to the man who made copies of the old masters out of breakfast cereals.
I know.
That was only last week.
I know. Do you object to this story?
I just don't want permanent possession of the cute beat, that's all.
Fine. Burroughs? Where's Burroughs?
He's on his way to San Bernardino County to cover the nuclear waste caravan. And I hope at least I get points for candor.
You sent him? After I said no?
It's worth covering.
Get him back.
Lou, he's at least 40 or 50 miles away by now.
Get him back and give him this story.
You're calling Burroughs back?
You know about this, too.
I talked it over with me. I made the assignment.
Okay. You can second-guess me, you know. You are the boss around here. It's well within your rights. But it'd be a big help if you didn't second-guess me behind my back. How am I supposed to do the work you pay me for when I don't know where my reporters are? Say that. Yeah. Hello, Regina. How are you? No, I don't mind at all. Right now? No. As a matter of fact, that'd be very nice. Uh-huh. Goodbye. I'll be at McKenna's for lunch. I'm sure you can spare me.
That's like my editor. Well, you know Irene. She can't get with a computerized typesetting. It's not surprising she's burnt out. She's in year 3.
What's that?
You know, editors wearing out after 3 years.
Wonderful.
Lou, you're the exception that proves the rule. No one can understand how you have held it all together.
People talk about me holding it all together.
Sure. What were we talking about?
Burnout.
No. Before that. Oh, yeah, the assignments they get. It's all this physical fitness stuff. They think because they run, it's the only thing that I'm interested in.
I run, too.
No fooling. Where?
Mostly around Silver Lake near my house.
We gotta run together sometime.
You know Bannister and Landy?
Media consultants?
No. They're right over your head.
Oh, they're old-time runners.
Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile. He was the first man in the world to ever do that.
Oh.
He and Landy met in 1954, head-to-head in Vancouver. They gave it a big build-up. What a match. It's got to be the best kind of competition. You both run full out, and you both finish under 4 minutes.
Who won?
I don't remember. But that's not the point. The point is, it was a wonderful race.
They run the mile a lot faster now, don't they?
Lou. Boy, am I good. Wonderful. That story you sent me on was a stiff. Don't worry, I shot it anyway, but I got you something better.
Uh-huh.
I'm on my way in, and I passed the Symphony Hall construction site. These guys are working like crazy.
Yeah, they're on double shifts because they're trying to get construction finished by the end of the year.
Okay, these are the 4 I like best.
If they're so busy, what are these guys doing?
That's the second shift. They're resting while the first shift is working. Never stops. I love the way I got it all in this one picture.
Yeah, okay, print them up and I'll pitch them at the budget.
We got trouble, Lou. The sheriff's department at San Bernardino says that the nuclear waste caravan was met by a citizen protest at Redlands. People lying on the tracks. They called in for help.
Oh, good. I'll call Burroughs and send him back out.
I already did.
Walker, you're doing the main story. Rosenthal.
I passed Rosenthal on the way in.
Let Leon go get him.
No, I'll get it.
It's been 3 years, right?
Almost 4.
He's aged about 20. We've seen the man grow old.
It's the pressure.
I know that, but it's still sad.
You spare their sympathy, Billy. If you want to talk, do it to my face, not behind my back.
Huh?
What do you mean, Lou? We were talking about the president.
What president?
Our president. You see the picture of him this morning?
Yeah, oh yeah, of course. The president. Looks a little tired, that's all.
Yeah, doesn't he? You going down, Lou?
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
You know, Rossi at City Hall, Familia's denial that he paid for an abortion.
I want to lead with a demonstration in Redlands. What do you have by 6?
A rewrite from the wire stories.
Where's Burroughs?
We turn him around again.
Again?
Again. He's on his way back to Redlands.
Do you have art?
Nothing's cleared the wires yet.
Levinson's with Burroughs.
So it'll be 4 hours minimum.
Not good. Do you have anything else for page 1?
Animal shots of the Symphony Hall construction.
We can tie that into my story on trouble in the construction industry.
Why is this one larger?
That's Animal's way of indicating his favor.
I like it.
Well, the hole we've got right now is vertical.
There's 3 guys in the foreground to make the picture.
You want to crop it?
Right. Give us 3 guys dozing. That's nice. Vertical enough?
That'll be fine.
Excuse me, gents.
Jack, you need me?
It's about item 4 on the Metro budget. Familia denies rumor of abortion.
Yeah, Lou figured that since you weren't willing to check the facts of the story, we should. I'm going to run it.
I don't think you understand how something like that makes me look.
Sure I do, Jack. It makes you look like a horse's hiney.
Despite my loyalty to the memory of your late husband, and there'll never be another one like him. Despite my fondness for my office overview of the Hotel Biltmore's dumpsters, and despite the fact that you finally put bar soap in the men's room.
Your story about Dan Familia is not true.
That's not the point. The point is my right to do my job without being hamstrung.
I think you mean hogtied.
You're right. A lady would have made some editor.
Mr. Town, I don't like lies appearing in the Tribune. Your gossip about Mr. Familia is a lie. I'll pull the item from subsequent editions of your column and replace it with 4 lines of poetry.
I can't do that.
Fine. Mr. Hume, let advertising know they have 4 lines to sell in the middle of Angel Town. Mr. Grant, the article refuting Mr. Town's allegation should have run in all editions.
Right.
Kiss me goodbye, and you're kissing goodbye 35,000 readers.
I wouldn't dream of kissing you goodbye. Goodbye.
I'll pack up this afternoon.
Don't take the soap from the men's room.
You did the right thing.
You did.
$1,312,500.
What's that?
That's the cost of calling Mr. Town's bluff. You remember how terrific I am next year when no one gets raises.
And in addition to working on my master's, I also edited the Stanford Daily this year.
No, I don't get a chance to read as many college papers as I'd like. Range of story ideas is terrific.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm happy to say that we've done a few of these stories ourselves. Yeah, see? We did a piece on handicapped law students.
One of my roommates gave me the idea. She's the student that said passing the bar exam was easy compared with getting up the steps every morning.
Yeah. Geez, I should show you ours. We had a kid who said practically the same thing.
Actually, law school is a pretty good place for someone with a physical disability. It's competitive, but the physical part is less of a hindrance.
Yeah, that's what our guy said, too. He had this wonderful quote at the end where they've posted the results of the bar outside the office of the Sacramento Bee. And this guy can't see past the others because he's in a wheelchair.
So he yells out, Hickman R.J., the first one to tell me I've passed the bar gets a beer?
Yeah, that's what the guy said.
Really? When was your story in the Trib?
Last month. When did you write yours?
Last year.
Damn. Where is he?
He's not in the room. Where's Sam Huntington?
The Chinese Trade Mission at the convention center. He called in about an hour ago.
I think we're going to have to terminate him.
He's out. Stealing from a student.
Leon! How do you think we should handle it?
I'll handle it.
We're going to need a retraction.
I'll write it.
Yeah, Lou?
Sam Huntington's desk is the one with a cactus on it.
Yeah.
Put all of his personal things in boxes and set them outside the double doors.
Files, too?
Everything that's not the property of the paper.
Okay.
I don't want him setting foot in this room again.
You think we should explain to him?
There's no way Sam accidentally lifted that. Every person in that room knows plagiarism is grounds for firing.
Shouldn't we at least ask him why he did it?
I don't give a damn why he did it. He did it. He's out.
Don't want to rule out the possibility of tarring and feathering, Lou. That always makes an impression.
I'm back.
What happened at City Hall? The mayor and the auditor have it out?
Let me refer to my notes so I don't miss any critical details. At 11:50, the mayor appeared before the council. He looked calm, under control, like nothing was bothering him. He proclaimed Saturday, eat your spinach day. He smiled when a reporter suggested that Sunday be proclaimed pick the spinach out of your teeth day.
Where was the auditor?
He was on the agenda for after lunch. The council ran late, so on for tomorrow. He never showed. You want me to work up a little non-story story on this?
Nothing happened, right?
That's right.
And I want you to forget it.
Can I get back to my inflation and the small businessman story?
For a deadline?
Yeah, tomorrow's.
Go on.
Geez.
Heads up, will you?
The story about the whistling grandmother is complete and locked into that electronic brain, which, with any luck, will retain it forever.
How long is it?
200 words.
Is it cute?
Cuter in hell.
Good. Charlie wants it page 1.
You're kidding.
Congratulations.
You know, that's the first time in over 2 months, and it's a story about a little old lady who's spending her golden years with her fingers in her mouth.
That's plenty, Billy.
I would like to talk about this, Lou. You know, I pitch a lot of stories to you. For 6 months, I've been trying to get you to let me find out what would happen to smog in the L.A. basin if heavy manufacturers had to equip with scrubbers, and I always get a no.
You think there's some connection?
I think the Trib's in love with cute. We've got the comics, Lou, and the horoscope, and the entertainment section, and the crossword puzzles. And lucky us, we've got Jack Town. Don't you think that's enough cute for one paper?
You know what people read in the Trib?
I know.
But you don't read the research. I do. I don't like it that people mainly read the sports and the stocks and the comics, but that's the way it is. Guys like Jack Town sell papers, so the reporters like you can do more important things.
Well, be sure to thank him for me the next time you see him.
We just got word from Redlands. The sheriff's department has confirmed that one of the freight cars is leaking nuclear waste. It called for a complete evacuation of everyone within a 5-mile area. Burroughs is still 20 miles from there.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
That's so good. There's an E at the end of Royale. Convert paragraphs 3 and 4 and add another 100 words. What are you giving me this for? It's Adam.
I've got 3 interviews in San Pedro tomorrow. I'll be in at 4.
It's going to go the whole day.
Hold on. I got a stringer on the line. The pilot that flew him down there wants to know if he should come back.
What line?
3.
Listen, we're paying that pilot by the hour. Tell him to stay at that field in Redlands until our guy gives him the film. We'll have someone at LAX waiting to pick it up at this end, okay? Right. All right, this is priority 1, Bill. Okay, bye-bye. Walker and Rosenthal just touched down at Redlands. We should be getting copy within an hour.
Where's Burroughs?
Still driving.
Kind of like the Trib's own Flying Dutchman. Trapped forever between L.A. and Redlands.
I blew it, all right? I screwed up. You've been right all day, and I've been wrong all day. Now we're playing catch-up, and you've been a good sport.
I'm sorry. You want me to rub it in?
I want you to let me admit that I screwed up. Everybody hear that? I screwed up. You got that?
Lou, you really screwed up. What did you do to the hard hat picture?
We used the one you wanted.
You used a piece of the one I wanted.
Animal, we all get edited.
Edited, Lou. You run it next to the story on rising construction costs. You crop out the guys who are working, and the picture becomes a crummy joke about lazy hard hats.
Well, I don't see it that way.
Lou, this picture is a lie. Let me change it.
It's too late. It's already shipped.
No, you can change it. Look, use the other side of it.
That's it, Animal. It's gone.
Is it true that Jack Town is going to the Times?
Sam Huntington is out, too.
I know. I think Lou piling his stuff outside the door is cruel. Lou, I think piling Sam's stuff outside the door is cruel.
That's my style.
No, it's not.
Here, Lou. Let me give you a hand.
No, I can handle it. It's fine. Sam?
I insist. Are all these going in?
Yeah.
Where you want them?
Your desk. These are your things.
Don't tell me they finally fixed my drawers.
No. Sam, I know about the story you took from the Stanford Daily.
Oh, God. I can explain that.
You can?
Sure. A friend sent me the clip from the Daily. It was a terrific story and a terrific idea for a story. So I pitched it to you, and you said go ahead, but put something together fast. So I talked to people, but the quotes I got were terrible. And I had to choose between a bad story that wasn't written and a good story that was. Look, I was up against deadline, and I was coming down with something. You remember that flu that went through this place? I never did that with a story before or since, Lou. Really.
Your explanation is that you did it.
I was dead wrong.
Sam, I'm sorry I had your things set outside. It was wrong of me not to let you explain.
Oh, Lou, that's okay. I understand.
Take all the time you need to get your things packed. Make sure you've got everything. Say goodbye to everyone. Take your time.
I'm out?
Yeah.
I don't care if the sun don't shine. I get my loving. Hey, Lou. Got change for a 50?
Will 2 quarters do, or do you need dimes?
Forget it. I'll let the lady pay for the cab.
When are you planning to leave?
Well, the curtain's not till 8:30, but she wants to meet me for drinks, so I gotta get a move on.
Jack, when are you leaving the paper?
I'm not leaving the paper.
I saw you quit this afternoon.
Well, I've thought about it since then. I decided I wasn't gonna let you drive a wedge between me and the old lady. Sometimes you gotta lead with your heart and not your head, you know?
The opposition never made you an offer, did they?
As far as I'm concerned, there were never any other offers. My home is here.
Here. Right you are.
The trib, Lou. The trib.
Hi, Lou.
Regina, hi. Going home?
Yep. I thought I'd see if you were free for dinner.
Oh, no. We've got a couple of things.
You got a minute?
Sure. Sit down. What is it?
Well, it's not a big thing, like it's worth a what is it. I just wanted to say what a nice time I had at lunch, Lou.
There any old war stories doesn't wear you out, huh?
You're... Oh, gee. I've just been telling you how great I am with words. I really like you, Lou. And I'd like to be with you. A lot. Whenever you say. Oh, gee.
Regina, I never thought I'd say this. I should be flattered that you're interested in me. I am flattered. You know I'm in my 50s, don't you?
Sure.
And you're 20, what, 6?
4 next month. You don't have to apologize for your age, Lou.
Apologize? Of course I don't. How can I explain? I don't see the two of us together. I feel like I'd have to fill you in on something before we could argue about it. And I just don't have the energy to be somebody's mentor right now. Even someone as pretty as you. What I'm trying to say is, you're not old enough for me.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
I feel terrible.
You ain't the only one, kid.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
How you doing?
Okay.
Did you find a good merchant to single out?
He's perfect. Been in business at the same address since the Depression. Runs a drugstore.
Good. You know what might be nice? Comparing the business 40 years ago with today.
Yeah, I've got him reminiscing some.
I'm talking about that as the focus of the piece. But the neighborhood has changed. His inventory, advertising practices. Is the standard of living better or worse now? Wouldn't that be something?
I'm on the last graph.
Oh.
Why didn't you suggest this earlier?
I only just thought of it. Make the story special, Ross. Don't do this for me, for Pete's sake. Do it for yourself. Making the story better.
Okay. I just read my story. You know something, Lou? It's pretty good. If I do what you want, it'll be different, but not better.
Oh, see, I don't want an argument right now. I've already told you what I want you to do.
This makes no sense. The last time I talked to you was 2 days ago. I did exactly what you wanted with the story. I can't work this way. You drive me nuts.
Am I the only one who cares what goes in that paper?
That's right, Lou. You're the only one. If not for your total devotion, this entire paper will go up in smoke. I will go back and rewrite the story for no good reason, because what I've done is fine, and it's the best I can do. But I'll go back and do what you say, and it's crazy. It's nuts.
Lou. Come on in a minute, Lou, will you?
Did you hear that? Did you see what just happened?
Yeah, I did.
Is it me? I can't figure it. How can people just walk away from something they know can be better? Everybody finds it so damn easy to leave a story unfinished.
Every story's unfinished, Lou, every day.
Oh, I know. It's when people treat this business like it's just another job. I mean, you gotta stay until you do it right. I don't see anything so crazy about that.
Do you think I do my job well?
What?
Would you say that I'm a good managing editor?
Yeah, sure you are.
But I'm not the best, Lou.
What are you saying? You're terrific.
Why is that such a terrible admission? I'm not the best. I mean, I'm very good at what I do. I'm very fond of this newspaper, but it is not my whole life. Now, you know that I had a kind of close call this year with Marion. We almost broke up. And I decided then that nothing that goes wrong at work is going to destroy what we have. The price is just too high. Yeah. And so, I've been delegating the work lately. Tell me something, have I been dumping too much in your lap? It could be my fault that you're so swamped.
I'm not swamped.
I was going to suggest maybe you should dump some of your work on Donovan. When are you taking a vacation?
I don't know. This just isn't a good time for me to think about that. Let me get through the next few days and I'll let you know.
Lou, I am telling you that I want you to delegate, and I want you to make plans to get away from here.
It's okay. I'm fine.
You're not fine. We're all worried about you.
You're kidding.
I mean it. I want to know about your vacation tomorrow.
In Redlands. He wants to know whether to stay with the cleanup or head for the evac area.
Send Burroughs to the center, keep Walker at the site.
Fine.
Lou, I'm going.
Sure.
The thing is, I have this appetite for rack of lamb at the Biltmore.
So?
So, they don't make it for one, they only make it for two. So, you know what I think? I think that I am going to ease my arm into yours. We are going to walk out of this room, out of this building, cut across Pershing Square to the Biltmore, and slip the maitre d' a $5 for the table by the hearth.
What do you say we slip the maitre d' a $5 for a table away from the hearth?
Okay.
Lou, what do you want to do here? We can get photos off the wire. We can take a chance on hanging the street edition 15 minutes for Levinson stuff.
What I want to do is have my dinner. Why don't you handle it?
Sure. I'd be glad to.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Billy.
Come on, Rossi.
I'm working as fast as I can.
Oh, come with us.
I can't, I'm busy.
That can wait, Joe. We're all going out for rack of lamb. For 3.
You mean it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You ever hear of Bannister and Landy?
The mile is sure.
What a race that must have been. Both of them breaking the 4-minute mile.
Remember who won?
No.
Neither can I. Who won?
I have no idea.
This is Mike Wallace. The ground shakes, buildings crumble. In seconds, devastating destruction. Earthquakes living on the edge on the next 20th century.
Tonight, only on A&E.
Now, a fingerprint expert lends a hand when a murderer terrorizes the city on Police Story, next on A&E.